If you're just joining us, I want to run through this real quick one more time because I can't believe how fast MSNBC fell for this. You know, if there was any doubt beforehand that MSNBC was, they're not the progressive channel, they're not the liberal channel, they are the Democratic Party channel. Don't get me wrong, every once in a while, I mean, I think Chris Hayes does a fantastic job, Rachel Maddow does a good job some of the time. But by and large, man, it's almost wall-to-wall Democratic apologists there, where they don't care as much about the issues as they do about, you know, playing for Team Democrat. And so Obama gave this NSA speech, and they fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I mean, the fucking title on the screen was basically along the lines of, well, Obama's going to end NSA spying. He's going to change the program as it currently exists. Did you listen to the speech? He told you what his proposals are, and his proposals are a joke. So, first of all, again, all they're doing is adding more approval from the secret court, from the FISA court. So it's Obama saying, well, you know, instead of having this court rubber stamp us once a month, we'll make them rubber stamp us once a week. Oh, man, yeah, you strong liberal, you care about the Constitution, don't you? And they also create a new bureaucracy to store data, but you're still going to collect the data. The problem is the actual spying itself, not where the fuck you store it. You're just going to move it from one government agency to another and pretend like it's mission accomplished and have a party, but you're still spying. That's still wrong. They're going to have the NSA themselves propose changes. Because, right, here's what the NSA is going to do. They're all going to sit down at a conference table and say, hey, guys, how can we give up more of our power? Nobody's ever done that in the history of the world. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. These guys have the capability of spying on anybody around the entire country. And by the way, how many reports have we done where they have been spying on their ex-boyfriends and girlfriends, where there were over 2,000 violations in 1 year alone, when they were sneaking information to the DEA so they could use it for domestic drug cases? They're not going to relinquish their own power. And then the most comical proposal of all that he had, let's add an extra layer of oversight for the FISA court. So, you know, instead of having one group of government officials listening to all your phone calls and looking at your emails and taking your metadata and using the text messages and all that stuff, no, now we're going to add 2 layers of government officials listening. Why do you think that makes it better? Now there are more people that are spying on you. It's amazing that MSNBC acted like he's actually trying to reform the NSA. And if anything, this is even worse than if he did nothing. Because now, you know, he's got a lot of people convinced, oh yes, Obama's changing it. This is fantastic. So now you've gotten rid of the political will to even change it further. Because you did this bullshit fake change, and it disarms a lot of people. Well, we're not falling for it. We're going to be on his ass because this is bullshit. You didn't change a goddamn thing. And like I tweeted during the event, unless Obama was going to say in that speech, we are now going to stop the PRISM program, the Blarney program, and the X-Keyscore program, and all the other programs that are spying on hundreds of millions of Americans as a broad warrant for terrorism, and we're going to stop it because it's unconstitutional. If he's not saying that, I have no interest in anything else he's going to say. Because that's the only thing that makes sense, that's the only thing that's legal, that's the only thing that's constitutional. You are violating the Fourth Amendment, which protects you from unreasonable search and seizure, and says you need a specific warrant. I got no problem with the government spying if it is on somebody that there's a reason to spy on them and you have evidence to show to an objective judge, not the FISA court, a real judge, hey, here's why we need a warrant to spy on him. That system worked fine, and that system protected civil liberties. So you're not changing anything, you're keeping the shitty unconstitutional system in place. So why'd you even give a speech? It's pathetic. What do you want, everybody to pat you on the back for not changing anything? No, the only thing that is actually acceptable is to stop the unconstitutional action. Not to say, I'm still going to act unconstitutional, just a little bit less unconstitutional. Spare me.